destiny.
Welcome, all Star Wars apprentices and acolytes. Are you ready for the knowledge? We're about to break down episode 6, so sit down, relax, and let's get it. Ready up. Dude, what a freaking episode. Let's get into it. This is Cobb Vanth. He is the sheriff of Mos Pelgo and was introduced in The Mandalorian second season, the first episode. He obtained Boba's armor from the Jawas that jumped and stole it, and we see that in the first episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Season 2, Din takes the armor after helping Cobb Vanth defeat the Crate Dragon, and we are reunited with Cobb Vanth in this episode. When he says, "I'm the one who tells folks what to do," this is a callback straight from the first time he met Din in the second season of The Mandalorian when they first introduced him. In this scene, it's hinted that the Pikes and the drug trafficking of spice is slowly affecting his town, which is somewhat foreshadowing a potential alliance with Boba Fett and Din Djarin. This is an Easter egg, but more of a show of growth of Din's character. For a man who saw his entire family destroyed by droids, he calls out to R2-D2 as his friend. Come on, fam, you gotta see the progress in that. Much respect to this dude. So, the second Easter egg is when Din arrives to find Grogu, we have clear evidence that Luke is building the new Jedi Academy and that Grogu has the potential to become Luke Skywalker's first student in the new Jedi Order. You can see here these temples clearly resemble a similar liking to the temples seen on the planet Ahch-To from the Star Wars movie The Last Jedi. The planet Luke is training Grogu is a planet that hasn't yet to be named at the time of making this video, but it's safe to assume that this is the same planet featured in the Luke and Kylo Ren's flashbacks in The Last Jedi and the Rise of Kylo Ren comics, right before the Rise of Skywalker. We can also dispel any worry that Grogu is present at the temple during these events that led to the destruction of Luke's academy in The Last Jedi, which of course led to Luke exiling himself, and that means Grogu either left before this, or Grogu chose to go back and reunite with Mando. So this is Ahsoka, and she's one of the most important characters because she is Anakin Skywalker's, or Darth Vader's, former Padawan and apprentice. Fans have theorized for so long if Luke and Ahsoka ever met, and what the two might have discussed. There is a lot of emotional value in this scene because they both have deep connections to not only the Skywalker family tree, but also two of the most prized people in Darth Vader's life, the student and the son. I'm sure Anakin Skywalker is sitting there crying somewhere in the background. This is a scene that will draw so much attention, theories, and speculation videos for years to come. It is probably one of the most important scenes in Star Wars in current history. Alright, next up. When Luke is talking to Grogu and he breaches into Grogu's mind, this is a pretty powerful Force ability. Not just anyone can do this, and this demonstrates how strong Luke Skywalker is even after the progress he made of fighting Darth Vader and the Emperor. The memory we see is Order 66, from the final movie in the prequel trilogy, Revenge of the Sith. These blue and white clone troopers are known as the 501st, and were Anakin Skywalker's, or later known as Darth Vader's, personal legion. Grogu is literally a hallway away from Anakin Skywalker, who was just turned to the dark side and slaughtering every single Jedi in his path. But that's the thing. Although this memory is amazing, we still haven't had any reason as to why Grogu survived, or who saved him. To think Darth Vader is literally a hallway away from him, but I think this is something that we're going to see and extend on in later seasons, and maybe possibly in season 3 of The Mandalorian, how Grogu survived. Okay, as scenes progress with Grogu's training, we see a creature that Luke's jump on, and this jump is hilarious because it's so similar to him training with Yoda on Dagobah in The Empire Strikes Back, and he lands on this creature. This is a nerf, and it's so funny because the nerf is actually what Leia insults Han Solo at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. And as the scene progresses, you see the training remote Grogu crushes during the training is actually a similar remote used in the first Star Wars movie ever when Luke Skywalker has his first training session with his lightsaber. Also noting for the prequel fans, I guess all of Yoda's species likes to jump and flip and hella parkour. I think it's hilarious that Grogu is also summoning his best Yoda impressions. And finally, the most important detail and character introduced since Ahsoka is this. This is Cad Bane. He is the most dangerous bounty hunter in the galaxy. Yes, even greater than Boba Fett. During the time of the Clone Wars, that's during the prequel trilogy, Cad Bane was hell-bent on becoming the best bounty hunter in the galaxy, but was always compared to Jango Fett, Boba Fett's father. When Jango died, Cad Bane took the liberty of training Boba Fett himself, sharpening and perfecting Boba Fett's skills to one day challenge him and finally prove to everyone and himself that he was the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. The duel took place, and it ended in a draw. Cad Bane is the one responsible for the notorious dent on Boba Fett's helmet. And Boba Fett shot and nearly fatally wound Cad Bane, as seen in the Bad Batch, which he survived. This time around, it seems like Cad Bane is still establishing his notoriety and reputation as the best, if not the most deadliest bounty hunter in Star Wars. And it seems like these two are destined to settle the score and fight again. Ooh, fam, what an episode. I cannot believe it. There is so much building up to this last episode, whether or not Grogu is going to choose to become a Jedi or go back to Mandalorian, and of course, Cad Bane and Boba Fett. This has been a fight that Star Wars fans have been waiting for years. There was even a deleted scene that they created right before the rebranding and ownership of Star Wars being transferred over to Disney. It was never shot, so this is like a second coming. This is the live action. So much is happening in this episode, and I cannot tell you how incredible it is for Star Wars fans that have seen every single piece of live action, animation, anything regarding Star Wars. The time has come for us, fam. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I'm Lord Dagovere, giving you all of the knowledge. Make sure you subscribe, fam. I'll see you around